Why is there so much death associated with this lake? This year, they found 6 sets of human remains. Is it cursed?
There are things in this world that we will never fully understand. We want answers. We have worked years to build our credibility, our reputation, working alongside the most renowned professionals in the field, capturing groundbreaking proof of the paranormal.
It's working! I can't give you an explanation.
Prepare yourself, if you dare, for Ghost Adventures, Lake of Death.
What you're looking at behind me, that is Lake Mead,
where bodies continue to be found.
Human remains were discovered at Boulder Beach just yesterday afternoon.
Discoveries like these more and more common.
Police say he was murdered.
Lake Mead is no longer what it used to be.
Lake Mead, built in 1936, is the largest reservoir in the United States. At 112 miles long, it has brought family and friends together to enjoy a refreshing relief from the desert heat. But with all of the good, its ominous side is immeasurable. With an incredible amount of accidental fatalities, it happens to be a perfect location for murders. And with global warming drying up the lake at a rapid pace, the secrets of death emerge every day. With every inch of receding water, another dark story is revealed.
When I was a little boy, I had this recurring nightmare. Why was this nightmare of me drowning, falling off an old wooden ship, and being in this deep water, helpless, terrified, and then finally submerging into the water? And that is what I remember the most, is looking up and not being able to breathe. Why was I having that dream at such a young age? That dream, that nightmare, has caused me to have a fear of deep, dark water. And let me tell you something, if you look beyond me, you see that water line? That's probably a good 15, 20 stories above our heads. This was all underwater. And as this lake continues to recede, it is as if blood is being drained from a body. The life is being sucked out of this lake, and nothing is being exposed, as you can see, except the remains of human bodies.
This is where we are starting our investigation. Why is this lake so deadly? Is it cursed? Dennis McBride is a writer, historian, and the former director of the Nevada State Museum. His insight into Lake Mead's history is paramount to our understanding of this ungodly environment that we're about to investigate.
There was always something going on here all the many, many years before they even started to build Hoover Dam. This attitude that the Earth is a sentient being, it's something alive that reacts when you mess with it. When the government decided it was going to build Hoover Dam, they knew that the waters behind the dam were going to rise and they were going to back up and flood, and it was going to impact an entire population. They knew all of that was going to be lost. There were people living here before, there were cultures, there were communities that were destroyed when the lake rose. But once in a while, we're reminded that they're still there.
I am the former Public Risk Management Specialist and Tort Claims Officer for the National Park Service.
This is Dr. Travis Heggie.
To tell you the truth, there's a lot more that's going on than just these 6 bodies. Lake Mead is the lake of death, and I don't mean that just within the National Park Service. I'm telling you globally. My data from 1994 on is 2,000 deaths.
Let's not forget that 96 workers died while building the Hoover Dam and the overpass bridge, as well as recent reports of Lake Mead's water being tainted with brain-eating bacteria, homicides, suicides, accidents, and drownings. There is no question that this lake is cursed at unheard-of levels.
We're not getting anything from Lake Powell. They're both recreation areas, reservoirs. on the same system, but this year, just with the 6 deaths, we're only getting deaths from this lake. Why? Las Vegas. Las Vegas. This has been the crime dump that's linked up to organized crime. But I honestly would tell you right now, I don't think 6 is the number. And I wouldn't be surprised if in a month from now we got 25 or 30 bodies. You know, it wouldn't surprise me.
Is there something else? Is there something energy, something supernatural?
Personally, this is just Travis talking.
Okay.
I driving in here tonight, I feel like I can hear bodies crying. I'm looking out here. I'm looking at how far down the water is. I'm like, we just need another 20 feet down. What more are we gonna find? So many people have died here. Native Americans. We have the recreationists that come here. I mean, this is a major recreation destination, hence it's a national recreation area. But I really feel for the First Nations people, for Native Americans. The Native Americans lived here. They've been buried in this lake as well. We have a whole ghost town under the water here as well that had its own cemetery.
St. Thomas, once a vibrant and thriving town with businesses, farms, and a population of 500 and growing, prematurely decimated by the construction of the Hoover Dam, residents forced to abandon their beloved home. Could the spirits of those residents, ripped from their homes, still be wandering these shores?
We took this land, man. I mean, we took this land, and I lived on land that was taken, and I think their hearts cry out to everything, not just the land taking, but to how they've suffered and died out here.
It is at this moment that our interview with Dr. Heggie, a former staff member of the National Park Service, takes an unexpected turn when he mentions sightings of shape-shifting entities.
Did you say something about some type of shapeshifters?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
What was that all about?
Her name was, she was the dispatcher here, so she ran the dispatch for law enforcement and whatnot out here. So we became good friends over the years, and has told me time and time again what her husband and her experienced out here.
And she did what for the?
She was the dispatcher.
For the NPS?
So yeah, for NPS.
So the National Park Services, and I'm classifying her as the National Park Services employee.
Yep.
would witness, discuss, hear reports of shape-shifting creatures here at Lake Mead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We talked about this for years. I've seen things that I can't explain that would be related to shapeshifters.
Like what?
Can't talk about what spirit it might have been, but it looks like coyotes or coyotes, humans, morphing. So
back and forth from a coyote to a human being.
The other way around.
You saw a human being morph into a coyote-type creature.
Yeah. You know, these kind of stories are not unheard of around here. You look at Navajo country, you look at this area.
Very similar to a skinwalker.
I don't know the term skinwalker.
So it's a shapeshifter in Native American culture.
Stuff's been around for a long time.
I am definitely needing to process that someone as prestigious and knowledgeable as Dr. Heggie just confirmed the existence of shapeshifters around Lake Mead. Truly too much to swallow.
Okay, we just got a tip that there's a couple brothers, I believe twin brothers, and these brothers were out here a couple weeks ago. I'm hearing that one of those experiences may possibly have something to do with a shapeshifter. This is a coincidence after what we just heard from Dr. Heggie. And to be honest with you, what I just heard from Dr. Heggie was incredible. Right now, I am on a dirt road, and I'm making about a 10-minute drive over to Hemingway Harbor. Hemingway Harbor, another location that is absolutely plagued with death, a very, very unusual high amount of drownings.
Driving the winding roads that surround Lake Mead is otherworldly, as if we are navigating the terrain on Mars. As I drive, I feel the energy. I can hear the cries of thousands of voices, their lives cut short, circling this lake for eternity.
That's why I brought him.
Now, hold on. Now, we're getting ready to interview Ryan and... Oh, Hold on, watch it. Is that rolling?
After just hearing about shape-shifting humans transforming into coyotes, I will admit hearing these howls is putting all of us on edge.
What's up, guys?
Zach?
How you doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Almost getting attacked by some more coyotes.
Yeah, right? Did you hear all of that?
Yeah.
What is it about you guys and with them?
Good question.
That is a good question.
Talk to me about when you guys came out here.
Well, honestly, we knew we were gonna catch some things, you know, all the bodies that kept appearing up online. Didn't expect to catch what we ended up catching.
We continue our interview with Ryan and River, who tell us about some disturbing evidence they captured during their Lake Mead investigation.
During the investigation, like while we were investigating over there, before the coyotes had come and, you know, tried to attack us, approach us, we were getting words saying what direction to go because we had asked, can you lead us to a body? So we were asking, they're telling us to go right.
No way! No way!
So we start going right, and this was right before the body was found in a barrel over in that direction with a gunshot wound.
Yes.
Bullet! Dude, a guy got shot in the head. The body was found right over here.
So right after that, the coyotes start just swarming us, which almost seemed like they were trying to get us away from that area for some reason.
Go.
Ryan and River now tell us there was one coyote that they came face to face with that didn't seem like a normal coyote.
Whoa.
I've never seen a coyote that big.
Really?
Never. No.
And you locked eyes with it?
It was looking right at us.
Almost like it was disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
While coyote attacks on humans are very rare, could the aggressiveness of these coyotes that tried to attack these twin brothers while communicating with who they said was the spirit of a murdered human victim be the same type of coyotes that Dr. Heggie said shape-shifted from a human-formed entity? As we move on, Billy starts getting unusual activity on his EMF detector, while I mention names of people who died in this exact area.
Zach.
Yeah.
I got some spikes right here. It was when you were reading that just now, it bumped up to a 3 twice.
Did you die here? Whoa, something just happened with my camera.
Look, I'm Zach.
All right, be still. November 17th, 1986, there was a homicide right here, right where we're standing at the Lake Mead Marina launch ramp. A suicidal woman who'd also threatened to kill her 7-year-old son was in the area. Later on the same morning, concession divers doing routine maintenance on marina docks discovered a submerged vehicle with the victim's body in it. The mother admitted to killing her son.
Whoa. Look.
What?
Look.
She said she'd given him an overdose of sleeping pills, then drove the car into the water right over there on that dock.
I get chills when you read some of those things, man. I don't know if it's just the feeling of
It's just a lot to take in.
It's a lot.
Making any sense of the sinister chaos that this lake has birthed is mind-bending. It's not a lake. It's a cemetery, a tomb, a crypt.
When you talk about Lake Mead and you talk about Hoover Dam, it's water flooded and submerged, sacred land of these ancient Native American civilizations. It submerged an entire town of St. Thomas that was founded in 1865 by the Mormon settlers.
May 2022, a person discovered a barrel with a body in it on this very beach where we are standing.
Well, a shocking discovery at Lake Mead, a barrel on shore containing a body.
That's right, and we can now confirm that it was a man inside, and police say he was murdered.
You know, it's like there is a lot of bad that happened with this, too, that a lot of people that don't think spiritually may overlook.
As we walk towards the shore, the air gets heavier. It has a stench, like it's trying to give us reasons to turn back, like it's hiding something it doesn't want us to see.
Right now, we have descended deeper down towards the water. And you got to remember the water line, the original water line is up there probably, I'd say a good 500 yards. And so every step you keep taking down, you'll notice the ground starts getting softer. It starts getting moisture, and you start feeling more and more anxiety, especially being out here at night.
I now walk to the edge of the shore to meet a couple guys who have claimed to have not only had an experience with a drowning victim's spirit, but have also been attacked by something very dark.
There's a lot of death associated with this whole harbor. Countless homicide. You've got a guy that was sitting right here in his truck that went on to kill 23 people in Killeen, Texas.
On October 16, 1991, George Hennard drove his pickup truck through the window of Luby's cafeteria. He shot and killed 23 people. Before he committed this heinous act, he sat at the edge of Lake Mead, the very guns he would use in the massacre by his side. Why did George Hennard come to Lake Mead before he perpetrated this nightmare?
Something is here. Something is at this water line. And I almost feel like once you touch this water, whatever's in the water touches you. Now, you guys came here and you investigated these docks? Yes. Did you ever get evidence of spirits?
Disembodied voices. Sounded like somebody was drowning when they were talking to us. Woman. It was a woman.
A woman?
Yes.
We heard screaming that night.
Screaming?
Yes.
Did it sound like just screaming for their life?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Like bloody murder scream, yeah.
Where was it coming from?
It was coming with the winds.
So you believe the screams were coming not from the docks, but from further out into the lake?
Oh, yes.
Really?
We believe the water is charged with a lot of energy from all the deaths that happened here.
Absolutely. You can feel it as you start walking down here. When you were out here and you were making contact, did you ever feel uncomfortable?
Oh, yes. It felt unwelcome.
It was very unwelcoming.
It felt like the winds and the water were attacking us.
Felt as though you were being attacked?
Well, yes.
The screams of death forever emanating from this lake, and a vengeful darkness attacking those getting too close. It's processing thoughts like this that convince me beyond the shadow of a doubt that we are walking on cursed land. The following day, we are told someone wants to speak with us about another location on the lake where she believes portals to the dark entities may be located.
As this is a massive investigation, leads are popping up. People are coming forward. We're hearing about new places, and Dr. Heather Lee is calling us from Florida. Dr. Lee, you also, I believe, wrote a book about some of the Southern Nevada hauntings in dealing with Lake Mead as well. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay.
It's Haunted Southern Nevada Ghost Towns.
Okay. What location around Lake Mead do you want to tell us about that you saw some type of a figure?
In the railroad tunnels.
Railroad tunnels.
That were used to supply the Hoover Dam.
Okay, so what happened?
We were walking through the tunnels, and we could see shadow figures down at the end. It was just a darting shadow.
Was it inside the tunnel?
Yes, it was.
Can you describe what it looked like?
To me, it looked like a construction worker. It had the big build that you would expect to see someone who was building the Hoover Dam wearing. And it was some type of hat, like a hard hat type thing.
Was there a lot of men that died in these railroad tunnels?
There was a conspiracy that happened where at the Boulder Dam Hospital, men were taken from the Hoover Dam during construction and they were claimed to have died of pneumonia, when in fact they actually died of carbon monoxide poisoning from being in the tunnels with the train.
Really? Do you know anything else about the tunnels, that whole area?
There is a report from October 2nd, 1998, where hikers were out there exploring near the tunnels and they had discovered the remains of a body. Did believe it was a homicide, and it was within the last year.
Really?
Roughly prior to that.
Wow, that's interesting. Mm-hmm.
So that energy could easily have opened up a portal, along with some people do believe, I don't know if you guys researched, but the Hoover Dam was believed to be set up like Satan's throne.
What?
And it was supposed to be a satanic temple, is what they thought it was.
Are you serious?
I haven't heard that one.
Neither have I. Do you think that there's people that are attracted to the area involving dark ceremonies, rituals, satanic worshiping, things like that?
It's known for having different ceremonies and rituals.
For like devil worshiping?
Yeah.
Okay, right now this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the beginning of our investigation of Lake Mead. What I'm gonna have Aaron and Billy do while Jay and I investigate the railroad tunnels. Guys, if you look at all these dots over here, this is an area called Government Wash and also Gypsum Wash. All these blue dots are drownings. All these red dots are murders and homicides and bodies being found. You'll notice a high number of dots in the Gypsum Wash and the Government Wash areas. I want you and Billy to go here and investigate. This is a highly dangerous mission. We were also hearing from some of the other people, some of the MPS, there is a lot of reported activity out here. There may be some desolate campgrounds out there that we don't know about. Be very, very careful. As Billy and Aaron begin their long trip towards their first stop in Gypsum Wash, Jay and I are preparing for our journey up the steep mountain edge. Both of us are feeling very nervous.
Okay, Jay and I have reached the entrance to the abandoned Boulder Dam Railroad tunnels. And again, as you can look right here, it's pretty scary looking. These fences are open. There's a sign over here that says danger, extreme conditions. There's a light in the distance there. We don't know what that light is, but it's just a dirt path that goes up, we were told, I think a couple miles before we get to the first tunnel. I'm a little freaked out. We got to remember that there was the skeletal remains of a body found on this trail. And in the report, it said it's likely a homicide. We don't know how that body died or if somebody killed this person or if it was a sacrifice. After hearing Dr. Lee tell us about how she wouldn't be surprised if there were people coming in here doing very dark ceremonies because of the belief that Hoover Dam, what did they say? They said it looked like a...
It was like it was Satan's chair, right?
Satan's
throne. Throne, I think
Satan's throne. She said it looks like Satan's throne.
I don't know if you guys researched, but the Hoover Dam was believed to be set up like Satan's throne.
What?
So if you can see right here on this map, this is the highway up here. We're going off the highway. Now we're going on this dirt road down here to Gypsum. Lower Gypsum Wash is where we're headed. We've never been there before, so we don't know what to expect, but we're gonna go check it out.
As the guys get closer to Gypsum Wash, a place where an unusual high number of drownings and violent crimes have occurred, they will be on high alert for any activity, including apparition figures that we were told have been reported in this area.
Whoa, wait, what are we doing?
Where the hell is that going?
God, bro. Hang on. If you go straight, you're heading off the map. So I feel like you should go right. Will keep us on the map.
I think so too. So I think we'll go this way. So right now, we're at the end of the road as far as we can go for Gypsum Wash. I say we stop, get out, take some equipment, and investigate this area before we move on to Government Wash.
Okay. Jay and I have entered the gate and have been traveling up the narrow tunnel path. And as we keep making the steep incline, we soon realize just how dangerous this journey is. And because of the high winds, there is a dust storm advisory, so I will wear my mask.
We're freaking out a little bit. We just got up to this ridge line right here, and you can see, I don't know if you can see my spotlight from my bike, but it's shining out onto the mountains. This edge of the path is a complete drop-off. We don't know how far, but it's just complete black. Watch your step.
As we very cautiously get back on our bikes and continue to ascend up the mountain, we make visual with the first tunnel.
Oh my God.
Holy.
Is that not ominous as hell or what?
Over here's the lake. Look, there's Hemingway Harbor. Those are the lights. And then Las Vegas Marina. Ladies and gentlemen, we just made our first visual with the first of 5 tunnels.
Right now we're at Gypsum Wash. Basically, if you show the car, we just pulled his car up here. And literally we had flashlights going and everything, and we just turned it off, and it just like, whoa, pitch black. We have a thermal camera right now shooting at us. We're gonna go down in the wash area. So we're gonna go down this hill. We're gonna lay some trap cams at places. So if we're out there and anything walks up on us, we'll know it.
The guys now hike down into the wash where human remains have been found.
We need to get down in the wash.
Yeah.
We're really, really close. So if we stay on the trail here, we should be there in just a second.
Okay.
As Billy and Aaron start setting up X-cams, strange things begin occurring with their infrared lights.
What is going on with
that light?
Let me see if you're doing it. Wait a minute. Wait. Look back there. It's that infrared on the ground.
Oh.
Have you ever seen it do that before?
No.
That light was helping, right?
Dude, did this IR light go out too? All our IRs are out.
What?
Look.
Okay, there it's on.
What turned it off?
I don't know.
So it's working?
Yeah, it's working.
Dude, something turned that off and made that go crazy. It didn't start it.
I know.
Ooh.
Whoa, that was really weird. Like, just tingles all over my head. Like, you're right. Like, now what are you gonna do?
Just as Billy feels this static-type charge, watch closely as a strange light manifestation comes out of the ground.
Just tingles all over my head. Like, you're right. Like, now what are you gonna do?
This is real fear, ladies and gentlemen. This is real fear. I'm scared.
It is now time to begin our investigation of tunnel number 1.
What was that? It just died.
Just like what is happening with Billy and Aaron and their equipment, my camera, which has a fresh, fully charged battery, completely drains the moment we enter tunnel number 1.
Yeah, look, the battery's drained.
Are you serious?
Oh, let me see if I can see that, because that should not be that.
My camera
1%.
just died?
It's down to 1% battery. You heard that, right?
Jay and I clearly hear what sounds like a man screaming for his life.
You heard that, right?
Could this be residual screams from the skeletal remains discovered up here in 1998?
Look, if you died here and that was your body that they found, we want to help you by speaking to you. But if you're something inhuman and you live in these tunnels, dude, what is going on? What is that?
I begin to notice this black hole on the tunnel's ceiling that the LiDAR won't recognize. And for some reason, I just have a strange sensation about it. At which time a figure starts to map in directly beneath it, as if it came out of there.
Jay, there's a figure on the side of the wall. Whoa. Oh my God.
Whoa. It's getting bigger.
Oh my God. What are you? Whoa, look like he's flying. He put his arms up behind him, bro.
The figure now changes shape as if it's some type of creature bent over with wings.
Whoa, now he's back up again. Who are you?
That's tall, man. That's huge.
I am documenting. Whoa, look, he's did that thing again, Jay.
It's extremely compelling that the figure shifted back into the same exact type creature pose as before.
Do you see it?
What is that?
It's gone. It's gone. Dude, that figure was literally crawling on the side of the tunnel over here, and then it would go like this. It would put its head down and it'd put its arms up like this.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, nah, you know?
Oh.
And then I looked over here. Did you see that sparkling light?
I saw something, yeah. It was like I saw some kind of light.
Where did you go? Dude, we just got evidence of that.
You hiding from us?
Holy and it's nowhere to be seen.
No, and it's just gone now.
It's just gone, bro. Look what's above it. This is exactly above where the figure manifested. It's like
I know I'm tripping out, but it's like,
yeah, it's
you
a
don't
little
see
crevice.
any of these anywhere else.
No, but right there's
it's just
a
weird little crevice in the tunnel, and right beneath it, follow my light down?
Yep.
Right beneath it, over here, is where this figure was manifesting, and there was like these sparkly lights right here next to it.
Remember, and there was that moment where it stretched up.
And it stretched up to it. Back at Gypsum Wash, Aaron and Billy are trying to make contact with any drowning or murder victims.
Do you want us to help you?
I'm wondering if it's answering you through that.
It just did it again. Look at it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it just did it just now. Look,
oh, yeah.
Look, did you see it?
I did.
Right now, a third light is being manipulated by what the guys believe is a spirit. They now move over by the light and place the paranormal puck in the sand, at which time they hear a man's voice.
This is where the light keeps going crazy. Now it's What? Bill, come here. This is where the light keeps going crazy. Now it's What?
Can you hear us, sir?
What?
Incredibly, a faint yes comes through in the same exact voice as the ready.
Can you hear us, sir?
What? Hey, what's your name?
It's answering you.
I want you all to listen carefully to how this same exact male voice, and only this male voice, is coming through. Are they making contact with one of the documented victims at Gypsum Wash?
What's your name?
It's answering you.
Do you know that you died? There is? Is that what it said?
I'm not sure. Is there anything we can do? Dude, it's answering us. That was incredible.
That was pretty cool.
We never would have brought the Pulsar pod over here if the light wasn't flashing. And why was the light flashing? Because it needed to go right there in the dirt. And as soon as you did that, Aaron,
It started talking.
it started talking. Let's wrap this up and get over to Government Wash. That was incredible.
Okay, hey, can I say one more?
Yeah.
I feel sad.
So do I.
And you know what's really weird? I've been on a roller coaster of emotions. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I was hyper ready to go, like a euphoria or whatever I was saying. Like I felt so like, whoa, when the lights went off. Got all like, I can't move, and now I'm feeling sad. It's weird how it's emotionally a roller coaster in just this little area.
I know.
That's so weird.
After just capturing that incredible XLS figure, I hear another blood-curdling scream come from the direction of the second cave.
She just screamed Bloody Mary from over here.
From the next tunnel?
Just a blood-curdling scream.
I immediately use a thermal scope to scan the tunnels and the lake.
You heard that scream right after that shapeshifter thing left.
Oh my God, you're right. Okay, Jay and I just reached tunnel number 2. This is the tunnel where Dr. Lee told us that she saw the figure in this tunnel. And this is where I heard that woman's scream come from.
Whoa, that's weird.
What? Light. I swear I thought I saw a light.
There's nothing there. Dude, when you first turned that on, I thought I saw someone standing right in the middle. Not necessarily a person, but just something. And then when my eyes focused and adjusted to the light, there was nothing there.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Keep going, Jay. Keep going.
What is this place? This where you like to hide?
I heard you scream. I want to help you. What is that down there, Jay?
What the hell? It's like a storage container.
Billy and Aaron have been traveling to their next location, Government Wash, which is another dumping ground for dead bodies.
We can't go here, dude. Okay, we have just arrived at Government Wash. This is where the old launch ramp was, and supposedly 2 bodies were dumped here and found next to the launch ramp. So these are the barricades. It's no longer in operation. Aaron and I have set up thermal cameras, some trap cameras, and we're gonna do some investigating on the launch ramp and down below where the water was.
As the guys start walking down the old boat ramp, they start using the Ovilus.
Can anyone tell us what's wrong with this land and why it's so cursed? Reap before time. Look!
Reap before time?
Look! What's that mean?
I don't know.
Could this incredible response to Aaron's question mean that reaping the benefits from using Lake Mead's water comes with consequences because of submerging sacred Native American land before our time?
Whoa, that was weird. 90 July?
Wait, what? Shut up. July 90. Oh my God, Aaron.
July 90?
Hold on, Aaron. Hold on. It's giving a date. July 90s, probably. Wow. Hold on a second. Let me look through my notes. July. Government Wash. July 90.
Stop.
Lake Mead.
Stop.
Wait a minute. Drowning, 1990.
Oh,
July.
my God.
Now, wait a minute. July 1990. Lake Mead. Drowning. How the Sorry. How could the Ovilus say July 90?
Right.
And I just found a body that was never found in Lake Mead in July of 1990.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
That's insane.
That is, dude.
I'm like shaking. That is so crazy.
Oh, I hope I got that. Hang on. Slain, truth, unholy.
All of a sudden, Aaron now receives slain, truth, unholy. Could this spirit be telling the guys that the truth is they were actually murdered or slain by something unholy?
Dispose. Look,
Shut up. Shut up.
This is incredible. Now they receive find, mother, dispose, as if they have to find their mother whose body was disposed here.
Did it really say all those words?
It was blurry. I swear to God it said that. Dispose, mother.
There are spirits in line. I feel them, and they're just trying to get at you and give you the details. This, that, the other thing. July 90. What'd you say? Dispose?
Dispose, mother.
There was 2 bodies that were disposed of right here on this ramp.
Oh my God.
Yes. Both murdered victims. And it said mother too, right?
Yeah.
What would you want anybody to tell what? Your mother. Tell my mother. You've contacted me, whatever. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
They're standing in line and they're giving you words right now.
The guys head even further down the old boat ramp until they go out of sight. As Aaron now tries to make contact using the direct link, both he and Billy hear a high-pitched type scream or screech.
What's that? What the is that, Aaron? Stop, dude. What was that?
Hear that, Aaron?
Aaron and Billy are deeply shaken by the evil screech they captured on the direct link.
What was that?
I don't
like alien sound.
Shoot.
What's that? What's that?
What the was that, Aaron?
Stop, dude. What was that?
All right, right now I'm going to use this DASANC device. It basically uses an SB7 spirit box, and this device kind of filters out all those sweeps, all those staticky sweeps. It just gives you the spirit voice. And I can adjust the levels of filtering. Did I hear a woman scream? I have a device here that I can hear you. We want to know why this lake has so much death. I continue asking questions but don't get any responses. Then I see something in the tunnel that is very disturbing. You see that?
It's dark. I can't see a thing. What do you see?
Oh, right here. You don't see that?
What is it?
There's something like, it's a black figure. It's a black mass.
I see what appears to be a tall, black-type mass in the center of the tunnel, slowly moving towards us, so I immediately grab the infrared binoculars.
Whoa. Whoa, dude. Whoa, Jay.
I can't see anything over there. What is it? What is it?
As I aim into the tunnel, I first capture this unexplained flashing light.
Whoa.
Then, as I look back into the tunnel, I capture something absolutely incredible. Watch closely here as a strange black shape peers around the end of the metal shipping container. And when we go frame by frame, you can see this black mass begin to move, morphing into different shapes and what appear to be tentacle-like appendages. Then you see a quick flash of light at the end of one of them, the same type flashes of light that Jay and I were seeing with our own eyes.
I swear I thought I saw a light.
We have never captured anything like this before and are asking ourselves, is this evidence of what Dr. Heggie told us he and a former staff member of NPS would eyewitness as shapeshifter creatures? After a night of sleep, I meet Billy to go over what Jay and I captured in our investigation of the railroad tunnels.
Okay, so what we're about to analyze is, to me, absolutely incredible visual evidence that I believe is proof of what two different people witnessed in the past of what they call shapeshifters.
I've seen things that I can't explain that would be related to shapeshifters. It looks like coyotes, humans, morphing. So
back and forth from a coyote to a human being.
The other way around.
You saw a human being morph into a coyote-type creature.
Yeah.
Billy, I want you to dive right into our XLS evidence of a figure that we were mapping in on the side of the tunnel. Let's go over that really quick.
All right, you know, we use the XLS all the time. It doesn't do false positives ever.
Yeah, the XLS is extremely accurate with this technology.
Yeah.
But I want you to play the figure, Billy, because you see a human-shaped figure.
Yes.
And Dr. Heggie said that the shapeshifters would be a human-shaped figure or spirit, and then it would morph into something more animalistic,
Right.
more creature.
Right.
So in full shape, it looks like a human shape. When it shifted its shape, it went like this, bent over, and put its arms up like this.
Right.
Assuming like an attack position. And it went up and it looked up and it was like, "Grr."
Right.
And that part, I've never seen anything like
I
it.
haven't either. You know, I look at a lot of evidence for us, and I was so amazed by this. Like, what is it doing?
It's a shapeshifter.
It's shifting.
This is proof.
And
This
the
is proof.
XLS is picking up on whatever that is.
And then it goes back
to a man.
To a human. Now the thing is did we find evidence of where these shapeshifters enter into our world? And what is the malevolent nature of the shapeshifters? What are they? Are they demons?
These tunnels were built by man. What if man, when they made the tunnels, disturbed something within those rocks where these things are, and that's what we're seeing here.
And then further energized it with the creation of Hoover Dam.
Exactly.
Hoover Dam conducts 4 billion kilowatt hours of hydroelectric energy per year.
Yeah, that's an
Do you understand?
That's an insane amount of energy.
And in our investigations, where are spirits the strongest?
Where there's a power source.
Where there's a power source. A power source does not get any bigger than Hoover Dam. These railroad tunnels were built to ferry equipment to the Hoover Dam construction site. Officially, there were 96 deaths on site, but there are reports that far more men died from unreported carbon monoxide poisoning, some in these very tunnels. And once you take into consideration how many people have committed suicide in Hoover Dam, this is the nuclear evil reactor for these shapeshifter creatures, ladies and gentlemen. Our next incredible capture in the tunnels further corroborates the reports of shape-shifting entities around Lake Mead. As I was using my infrared binoculars during my tunnel investigation with Jay, I captured a deeply disturbing figure in tunnel number 2.
This is you positioning your binoculars back into the tunnels. I'm gonna just go frame by frame, and you are handheld, but frame by frame, you can really see, if you're looking right here, this shape starts to come out from the side. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like it's reaching out.
Okay, so here is where you start seeing something at the bottom here come out, one appendage, there it is. Now there's a little bit more underneath of it.
Yeah.
So you have this appendage here, an appendage here, and then it looks like 2 more appendages come out of the first appendage. It seems like an octopus. It has all these black kind of tentacles that come out, and they're all different shapes.
Exactly.
Now there's a little tiny flash of light. At the end of one of the tentacles, you see a light source.
Yes.
Is this more evidence of shapeshifters? Or a manifestation of a lantern on the helmet of a miner who perished while carving out this tunnel?
You guys had commented that you kept seeing like little lights at the end of the tunnel with your bare eyes.
Yes. And if you see right before this manifested, to the left of the end of the shipping container, there is a flash of light and empty space. Now, we only made it to the first 2 tunnels, and I'm gonna admit with you, I was scared. I was terrified. This is real fear, ladies and gentlemen. This is real fear. I'm scared shitless. And we didn't make it to the last 3 tunnels, which I'm told are the largest and the scariest. So after we analyze this, Billy, you and I are gonna go back there tonight, and we are gonna hit those other 3 tunnels. You and I have to be very careful when we go back there and hit those 3 tunnels that are closer to the Hoover Dam, meaning the energy of these shape-shifting creatures will be more. Just when I thought Lake Mead couldn't get any darker, I meet with Jay and Aaron to reveal a chilling discovery I made involving the devil himself. I got some information that I need to tell you guys about.
Okay.
And it has a lot to do with where you're gonna be headed to investigate tonight.
All right.
I got information from the National Park Service, the logs that they do for all the deaths. May 13th, 1989, there was a guy that was living in a hut in an area called Devil's Cove. It's at the farthest part of the lake. It takes like 6 hours to get there from here. There were other people around the cove that reported him to NPS because he was chanting in the middle of the night at an altar that he made up near his hut. After that, a couple fishermen asked him to go fishing with them. And then upon returning, this guy that is worshiping something dark at the lake then took a rifle and tried to shoot and kill one of the fishermen while in the boat.
What?
So they called the patrols. This possessed guy took a knife and tried getting on their boat and trying to stab them. He was shot and killed at Devil's Cove. This guy inside of his hut had very strange symbols and very strange markings on paper that he had all around his hut. So it is presumed that he was worshiping the devil or something very dark at the Devil's Cove. But they said that when he was in the boat, he was speaking in tongues in different languages.
So
this guy was
fully
possessed.
Yeah.
He was possessed. Was this guy setting up an altar to conjure the very shapeshifters that we just saw that we captured across the lake at the railroad tunnels?
Yeah.
This is something strange too. When you pull up Devil's Cove on satellite, it looks like the devil.
Yeah, it's got horns and everything.
It looks like the devil.
There is evil in many horrifying forms all over this land, and I'm beginning to understand why it is so widespread.
It is the very water, the very tainted blood that flows right here in this lake that is flowing through the veins of the very beast that he was worshiping.
I decide that while Billy and I take on the remaining railroad tunnels, Aaron and Jay will travel to Devil's Cove, where a man was so consumed by a malignant energy that he had to be shot dead.
This area, a lot of people are forbidden to go there. There's a lot of different strange phenomena associated with Devil's Cove. There's nothing out there. There's no cell phone service. There is no help. I have arranged for you guys to get there by helicopter.
What?
Yes.
No way.
So this might be the last we ever see you guys.
Oh, man. This is going to turn into like a found footage movie, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, this part 2 of our Lake Mead investigation is about to get a whole lot murkier and a whole lot more evil.
As Aaron and Jay prep for the treacherous trip ahead, things take an even more challenging turn.
Hey, guys, Zach's calling. Hey, roll that. Hello?
Where are you guys at?
Hey. We're just unloading gear right now for the helicopter.
You're not going to go anymore to the helicopter, okay? The helicopter just bailed.
Are you No.
They said that they were uncomfortable landing near Devil's Cove.
Wow.
If the helicopter's uncomfortable finding a place to land around Devil's Cove, that just tells you how much more desolate and kind of dangerous it is in that area. So be careful and hurry up. You guys got to go right now.
Okay.
Hurry up.
All right.
Because they can't leave after a certain time because it takes so long to get there. Hurry.
Okay. True. Okay.
But
All right, bye.
Be safe.
I scramble to arrange for Aaron, Jay, and Lauren to travel to Mesquite, Nevada, to meet trained guides who will transport them to Devil's Cove by ATVs. They face a punishing 3-hour drive over unforgiving landscape that only ATVs can navigate to a place where a helicopter pilot refuses to fly.
Yeah, please seatbelt in. There we go.
It looks like we're going into a storm, man.
Everyone is on high alert because these rocky trails can easily pierce an ATV's fuel tank.
I'm not seeing any leaks. I don't see any trips.
Oh, I feel that. Oh.
We're almost at Devil's Cove. And it's really off-road now. It's just a straight rocky.
Night falls, the temperature plummets, and the terrain becomes more and more hazardous as the driver navigates the section called Devil's Throat. Aaron, Jay, and Lauren are panicked and concerned for their own safety. And as Billy and I take off-road bikes to the remaining tunnels, we've still got two separate, highly demanding investigations ahead of us. As night has fallen, and with Aaron and Jay reaching Devil's Cove, Billy and I now enter the gates to make our way to tunnels 3, 4, and 5. And as we start our ascent, the full moon peers through the dark clouds like an ominous warning of what awaits us. Billy and I just came through Tunnel 2, that's where Jay and I left off. And just as Billy and I got to this point, we're starting to hear the screams again. They're coming from down there. I'm trying to be still so we could try to capture it on audio. So this is where Tunnel 3 is. There it was again. What the is that, Billy?
That's so loud.
Aaron, Jay, and Lauren now try to figure out how to get near the area in Devil's Cove where the alleged possessed man who was shot and killed would have been living in his shelter and doing dark rituals.
Jay, you did have a good idea. We couldn't go any further. Can't drive through this forest, so Jay's like, why don't we get out, walk over to the river if it's there. We have to go through this jungle of dead bushes and trees, and then...
Maybe, I don't know.
Did you hear that?
Is that the water?
As the team starts on their dangerous journey, they leave various X-cams and trap cams rolling as they continue on their path. Watch very closely to this moment when Lauren unknowingly captures an unexplained light in the direction of Devil's Cove.
Okay, dude. I literally feel like we're in Legend or Never-Ending Story because every little section's like a different booby trap, dude. Look here. All it is like snake holes or fox holes everywhere. Do you see this? Look at that, Lauren. She just stepped in one.
You all right?
Yeah. Yeah, see? It's like, dude, straight like Indiana Jones. Serious.
Billy and I just got to the entrance of tunnel number 3 and out of the stillness of the night, and it's almost like an uncomfortable stillness. And just coming up the path this time, the full moon's just shrouded by these dark, fast-moving clouds. Back there, we heard what sounded like somebody screaming, a human being. Billy and I now enter tunnel number 3. Jay and I never made it this far. Hello? That was weird. I just had pain just radiate in my rib cage. That hurt. Billy and I walk through tunnel 3 with only some uncomfortable physical feelings. And as we exit the tunnel, I begin a spirit box session.
What?
What did you say? We capture a clear male voice saying, "I don't," and then something after.
What? He said, I don't something.
Whatever showed itself to us, we are back now and we want to communicate. Whatever language you speak, you know that we are here and that we are trying to communicate with you. I now call upon all the doorways in these tunnels to open. You may connect directly to us, to our centers. I want you to come to us and reveal to us your identities. This is truly incredible. The same exact male voice that spoke to us earlier now speaks to us again and says, I'm with you. He now comes through a third time and says, come again. This is absolutely shocking. I don't know why, Billy. I just have these visions of just people walking out of the tunnels to us.
Maybe they want to talk to us, though. Like, maybe they're drawn to us. That's what.
Can you tell us what number tunnel do you want us to go to?
Stop for a second. This doesn't usually happen to me. You said that, and in my head, it was going 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. To the point where I had to repeat it because that's what's going on in my head. 5, 5, 5, 5.
So it's either right here, Jay? What was that? That wasn't you?
The clicking sound?
Yeah.
Clicking sound?
Yeah, that was not me.
So it's either right here, Jay? What was that? That wasn't you?
Did you die on this land?
Did you kill on this land?
Who does this land belong to? Can you tell us about a lady who died in a car up here?
On July 23rd, 2017, a woman was mysteriously found dead in this area, and there was no more information as to why she was out here all alone.
Are we going up the mountain here?
Oh my God.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's hard to get footing. You sure this is a good path, Aaron?
I think we just go through here, right?
As Aaron, Jay, and Lauren keep making their way to Devil's Cove,
I'm not trying to get hit.
The terrain gets much thicker, and they seem to have gotten lost.
This is the worst idea. That's the moon up there. Oh, what happened?
That stick just got me in the face. I hope we can find our way back. There's not really a path left behind us.
Dude, we gotta stop. You're right.
Yeah, there's nothing back here.
God.
At this moment, a branch hits the camera, causing it to shut off. And the team spends another hour trying to make it out of this heavy brush. As Lauren rolls again on her camera, they are lost and start to panic.
We literally, right now, are stuck in Devil's Cove in this tiny little forest, which seems like, oh, just get out and push your way out. And that's what we've been doing to get here, and we gotten to a point where it doesn't stop and it gets thicker and thicker.
Where'd you guys go?
How far are you?
I'm over here.
Sounds far.
Do we keep going?
Determined to get there, but this is crazy.
Aaron now starts to get angry at Jay for making this plan.
Maybe we went a little too far.
You think? Jay's awesome idea got us stuck. Now we still have to get back through it. Oh.
A few miles away from the team, this X-cam captures another unexplained glowing light seeming to strobe while moving right to left. They are too far away to be the eyes of an animal. Could this be paranormal? Billy and I now reach tunnel number 4.
Want us to go in tunnel 4?
Come on! As I ask the spirits, do you want us to go into tunnel 4? We capture a voice saying, come on.
Want us to go in tunnel 4? Want us to go in tunnel 4?
Come on!
What is that? Do you hear that knocking sound?
From the rocks.
Hey, what is that? I don't know. What is that? I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
We are terrified at what we are hearing. We see nobody and are hundreds of feet up a mountainside. We can't explain what this is. We now enter tunnel 4 and receive a deep, disturbing voice.
What the? What the?
Look, if you died up here and you're on that list and they categorized it as pneumonia and your spirits are still here, can you talk to us because you are a human spirit? You spoke English. Can you come to my voice and speak to me and tell me if there's something else in these tunnels? What those other creatures are that are coming through? Back at Devil's Cove, the team is still trying to fight their way out of the dense brush.
We gotta find our other cameras, too. Oh. What is all that? Aaron's just going flying. Oh, flying ahead. Where'd the mountain go that was over here? Oh. Careful with that thing, man.
That was like being stranded. To the point at the end there, I didn't stop. I couldn't breathe when I was done.
Yeah, dude,
I was panicking, dude. I was like trying to keep it cool, but at the same time, I was like saving my own life. It was weird.
Yeah, you were just running off.
It was gone.
You were saying like you heard me chanting?
I heard you chanting.
I was just talking about what happened to Lauren's camera.
What is that?
There's a bunch of branches. They're all covered in them.
Dude, I heard you chanting, bro.
As Aaron claims he heard Jay's voice chanting while lost in the brush, Jay decides to conduct a conjuring ceremony to see if he can connect with whatever the man was worshiping out here before he was shot and killed by park rangers after allegedly being possessed.
Is any ancient entities here? Any inhuman spirits? Any human spirits? We come here to offer you this ritual to conjure your spirit to come out of this land and be reborn once again.
As Jay continues the conjuring ceremony, the XLS captures this black mass that very strangely starts to engulf Jay's ritual circle. And watch closely how it forms around the circle as if it can't enter it. Is this darkness the evil energy that this man was calling upon at his altar near his shed? And if so, is Jay protected because he's inside the circle? At the same exact time, the tri-field meter detects an unknown EMF field, proving that this black mass is producing an energy field. Then, as Aaron takes Polaroids, they capture this strange blue anomaly.
All those, nothing except for that. I don't know what that is.
That?
Yeah.
This is really weird. I don't know, I've never seen like a bright blue like that.
Yeah.
When we zoom in on this blue anomaly, it almost looks like a person is sitting with their legs crossed, participating in the ritual. You can make out the shape of the head, the body, crossed legs, and you can almost make out a pair of eyes. We have never captured something like this on Polaroid before. Okay, right now we just got to the entrance of Tunnel 5. What we did is I left a set of infrared binoculars on a tripod aiming back at the exit of tunnel number 4. On those infrared binoculars, you could see a little light on the right-hand side. That is an infrared time-lapse camera that I left rolling, shooting through tunnel number 4. So while we have tunnel 4 covered, watching our backs, we have this X camera shooting into tunnel 5. We put another X camera in tunnel 5 for an experiment that we are going to do right now. As Billy and I enter Tunnel 5, neither of us are aware that this will be one of the most disturbing experiences we have ever had.
All right, what I'm gonna do right now, Zach, is I'm gonna turn on the tone generator through the Bluetooth speaker inside Tunnel 5, and I'm gonna change the frequencies, and we wanna see if that does anything, if it upsets whatever's in here. I'm gonna turn the volume up, it's gonna get loud. That's 80 hertz. Zach, tell me if a frequency changes readings.
Good.
Tell us where the portal is.
62. 58. You're in the infrasound now. 35 hertz. Very, very low. 32. I can barely hear that. Oh, it feels freaky around my ears.
At this point, the tone is so low that you can't audibly hear it, but we can feel it. And as I've been monitoring EMF this whole time, I've not received any spikes. But all of a sudden, I hit a 13.2 milligauss spike. And at the same time, I feel like I just got hit by a sledgehammer in my chest.
What? Dude, what the? Hold on, I gotta shut this off. What happened?
I felt something.
Oh, I had it on 33 hertz. I couldn't hear it, but I could feel it.
Oh, Bill, I can't breathe.
Dude.
I'm telling you, I can't breathe. Oh, Bill, I'm scared.
What did it make you feel like?
All of a sudden, I just couldn't breathe. I couldn't catch my breath. I felt something hit me hard.
I feel like it's not the window.
Please. I want to reiterate that my EMF detector documented this powerful, unseen force hitting me in my chest.
That scared me. Scared me? I just saw you double over.
And then I heard this, like, high-pitched noise, like in the right side of my skull. And it affected the right vision of my eye. And I remember feeling my right eye do this. I don't really dizzy right now. I
don't think that was a good idea.
Oh, it scared the out of me. Something happened.
We're trying to communicate with something that might not be human at all, so...
Oh, what is that?
No, there's the ticking sound!
Right after Billy and I hear this ticking sound,
we're trying to communicate with something that might not be human at all, so...
What is that? We capture this ball of mist anomaly that comes from behind me, then wraps itself around me before disappearing into my chest.
What the Zach?
I have not had an experience like that since we were at Hoyabachi Forest.
That's what it felt like.
I just felt like this wave of, like, if I could describe it, it'd be like sour, bitter energy. Like when it hit me, I was just like corked up, and I felt this thing go through my chest, my lungs collapsed, and I went and started hyperventilating. At this exact moment, back in the tunnel, we capture this anomaly shooting down like a lightning bolt in the exact spot where I felt the attack, and you can still see my flashlight that I dropped on the ground. I don't feel okay. That scared the out of me, bro. I thought I was gonna die.
Everything was fine till I got below 35 hertz. And look what it's at, 33 hertz.
You had that on? I thought it was off.
No, you couldn't hear it anymore. I was saying, I went 35. Now we can't hear it.
You found a frequency that it didn't like.
Yes.
You found a frequency that it didn't like.
Threes.
And that it up. As we debate going back inside the tunnel, I start using the thermal scope while Billy turns the tone generator back on.
What are you? Why did you want me to feel that? Why did you do that to me? I don't want to go back in there.
I don't either.
What was that?
What the?
I don't want to go back in there.
I don't either.
What was that?
What the?
Bill.
Phone. Frequency. 4, 3.
As Billy starts walking into the tunnel, he begins to mumble strangely.
Frequency.
Bill. Billy, answer me.
What?
Do you hear me?
5. I gotta go. Frequency 5, 5. 5, 1. 5, 5. No, it's 8, 2. 5, 5. Ooh, I gotta shut this off, man. Ooh.
I notice something is very off with Billy, and I get concerned.
What were we doing just now? What? Hold on. I don't know.
What did you want?
I just said we're done, right? Or did we finish that?
Finish what?
I don't know. I'm having trouble collecting my thoughts. Just give me a second here. Is that on still?
What?
I said, is that on still? What is going on?
What are you doing?
What the is going on right now? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. That's all I'm asking. Like I said, did we finish that? Did we finish that?
What?
Did we finish that? Did we finish the experiment? Are we done?
I am extremely concerned for Billy's safety, and even my own, as it seems like something angry and aggressive is now speaking through him.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I asked you a simple question. You didn't tell me.
Bill.
Are we done?
Stop. Look at me.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you know who you are? What's your name?
Billy.
Okay,
I got it.
Billy.
Yes.
We came in here and we started using your device and something hit me in the chest over there. And then we left and I panicked, okay?
Okay.
We came back in here to get this to leave and you're acting very strange. Something is very wrong here.
Just saying, did we finish? And you didn't answer me, so I'm just wondering if we're done.
You don't have to get angry.
You know what I just thought?
What? What?
What are you doing?
I'm just panicking because you gave it permission to enter both of our bodies, and that's what the happened in here. Do you realize that? You said, to our core, you allowed that to happen.
Stop. Get out of the cave.
You allowed that to happen.
Get out of the tunnel. Get out of the tunnel. You are acting weird as
Panic attack, dude. It's exactly what it feels like.
Listen to me. We leave with respect. Whatever you are, whatever you opened, I want you to close it, and I want you to remove yourself from our space.
As we leave the tunnel, I am completely concerned for Billy, and we are both in fear for our physical safety. But as terrifying as this is, these events have provided us with compelling evidence. The EMF spike that documented the attack on me, followed by the strange rattling sound.
What is that?
in that strange-shaped ball of mist that encompassed me. Then the light anomaly shooting straight down to where I was attacked, and Billy's total mental breakdown and confusion of time and space.
I don't know what we're doing. Did we finish that?
What?
Did we finish that? Did we finish the experiment? Are we done?
Because of all of this, I decide to suit up with the hover map LiDAR scanner, and I go back inside the tunnel to do a 3-dimensional scan of the entire interior, while Billy stays outside.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, listen.
I'm good.
I'm gonna go in there. If that does that again to me, you're gonna have to come in there and help me. You stay right here, you listen. I know you're not going back in there. That's good. I don't want your ass to go back in there, but we have to do this.
Yes.
When I walk in here, you will not touch me. But I want you to appear. I want you to come back out of the door, and I want you to face me.
As I walk the entire tunnel, the hover map details everything around me 360 degrees.
I just gotta say, I really wanted to do that. I'm glad that he's doing it because that's what we came here for. We're trying to be scientific about this, but what just happened in Tunnel 5, I don't think I'll ever forget. And it did feel like a dream, and it did feel like I was disconnected from my body. And I don't think I'll ever go in there again after that.
I exit the tunnel, the scan is complete, and we make an absolutely incredible and historic discovery. Because of this explosive development, I gather the guys for an emergency evidence review. During our investigation of tunnels 3, 4, and 5, I deployed Billy's state-of-the-art hover map LiDAR scanner, which 3D images even the tiniest objects using reflected light. The hover map is so sophisticated that it revealed something in Tunnel 5 that human eyes cannot see.
That device picked up something as you passed through its area. I want to say the hover map scanned whatever this is.
Billy, what is that?
I don't know.
Dude, it looks like an animal. It looks like it's moving. It looks like a cougar or like a mountain lion or something.
It's like an animal that's like on all fours, and it's...
Yeah, that's my first thought.
It's terrifying.
And if you look at it right there, Billy, it looks like a horn.
It does. It looks like a, yeah, like a buffalo
Right
horn.
there, it's coming up.
Could this be conclusive evidence of the shapeshifters that we heard about from Dr. Heggie?
We're catching that instant moment
when it's transforming.
Of transformation, because you see almost like a human shape there, and then in the front here you see what looks like a horn sticking out, as if it's shape-shifting into some type of creature or animal.
So
and it looks like rib bones.
It looks like rib bones of a creature. I mean, tell me that's not rib bones.
This is incredible.
Yeah. This is the most incredible stuff we've ever captured with any device.
Can you explain how that piece of equipment would document something of that shape in the same exact area where I felt the touch and where everything else happened with us? Can you explain that?
No.
What we're looking at right now is what touched me.
So when you got touched, that probably is the manifestation of it using your energy or something or causing something.
It was like once it touched me, it took the energy from my body, which I felt, and gave it enough to visually show itself at the price of what Billy and I went through.
Which was a lot.
That's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.